Glide away with me, take you high, soaring. See you smile, it's my only dream.
Staring out into the sea, waves come crashing up to me.
Glide away with me, take you high, soaring. See you smile, my only dream.
Staring out into the sea, waves come crashing up to me. My toes slip into the sand, dream that I'm with you. Staring out into the sea,
With me,
waves come crashing up to me.
soaring.
My toes slip
See you
into
smile,
the
it's
sand,
my
dream
only
that
dream.
I'm with you.
Oh, it's different now, and I remember from all the colors of September, we fall into that same honesty. Lately, I bite more than I can swallow, and I've sealed these senses in a bottle. Then I wish we could go back that way. Hang on, darling, these memories like mending a broken room in our hands, but still out of touch. Think I my sweet Constantine.
맛있지 오늘?
It ain't a secret anymore since you walked through the door. You know I stopped being myself. Maybe this is all that matters. All the spots and slips and spatters from you to me.